Vibe one time for your mind. Time for your mind. Just vibe one time for your mind.
Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. The weekend is here, spring is here. We made it through winter. Thank. So, this episode is a bit of a day in the life. I'm gonna go get my hair cut now, and then I'll tell you what to expect in this episode. Hey Siri, play DB Can't See Me.
Now playing Can't See Me by DB on Spotify.
Always with the new releases.
Alright, everybody knows you're some goody goody. That screw face and that rockaway hoodie just ain't working.
Yeah, it was all so simple. If I really want it, then I got it. More than profit, melanin glow. Watch me rise and flow. WV is home, made like stone. Cycle roads. Boris bite till the time comes home. The studio calls and my line's not cold. And these uni walls got my mind in overdrive. Overdraft looks old and tired. Got these stains from overnight. Spilled the vibes to wave. Hold the fire, know my name. Got own the tire, watch this go my way. Raised not dragged up. Got what Shane got, Jay got, Dan got. Got no shame, got paid Sue Lankas. Watch this smile on my face when the game is mine.
When it's mine, it's time, it's mine.
Two things I love: a fresh haircut and coffee in the sun. A morning coffee in the sunshine just hits different. And for you guys that are watching this, you know that nothing beats a fresh haircut. Nothing beats it. You just feel good after. But the next day you wake up and you can't do it the same as what they do in the barbers. So anyway, I'm going to talk to you about some purchases that I've made over last weekend. I'll show you those and talk to you about why I bought them, and yeah, just give you a bit of an oversight as to the build-up for the next 4 weeks as I prepare for a CrossFit competition on the 26th of April. And then the weekend after, we have 2 events. On the Saturday the 3rd of May, we've got a community run with the Old Dairy, who St. Virgo sponsor for their run club. And then on the Sunday, the 4th, may the 4th be with us, because me and Jem, shout out Jem if you're watching this, we're doing a mixed Hyrox doubles, and it's going to be my first Hyrox competition. I'm excited, I'm nervous, I need to build up my running over the next 4 weeks, and I also need to build up my CrossFit workouts, because I had a bit of a, not necessarily a break, but yeah, I certainly had a good week off after my previous competition. That knocked me for 6 for a good 4 or 5 days. So yeah, slowly start to build up some strength again, some heavy lifts, and maintain some good pace running. I think running wise, I need to talk to you about that, because yeah, I'm sort of going by feeling. I'm not really following any sort of plan, and I wouldn't say that I have great knowledge of what to do in the build up to competitions, but I've had a lot of good coaches. I've been in some really good areas, and what I mean by that is that, you know, I've worked out in the likes of Torian in Brisbane, where every coach is a CrossFit Games athlete. So that knowledge really is priceless, and the hints and the tips that they give you in preparation to workouts, during workouts, lifting techniques. There's Olympic lifters that are on the Australian Olympic lifting team that I'm lucky to say that I've been friends with and still communicate and chat to with on Instagram. So I've got a few insights into hopefully how to maintain some of these lifts within the CrossFit space. But I've digressed, as somebody with ADHD always does. Anyway, what I was saying was programming. I'm just going by feeling. Like, I'm listening to my body. I'm running as much as I can to help with that Hyrox transition, and I'll talk to you about a purchase that I've made to hopefully help with that Hyrox transition. And we're just going to see what these weeks have. I'm hoping to try and document a bit more. I know that I've missed a couple of weeks of a weekly vlog, but life has been busy and I've had to prioritize. There are a few other things happening today. We also have some new samples coming for St. Virgo and some designs, so I'm looking forward to unboxing those and probably testing them out this afternoon or this evening at CrossFit class. And I think the CrossFit class today will also help with Hyrox because it is erg progression. So I'm hoping to try and get on the rower or the Ski-erg, which they're both in Hyrox workouts, and see how I can do with that. So should be a fun day. Let's get back. Let's have some food, and we'll crack on with the rest of the day. Welcome back to my house. Let me go get what I bought. We've got new shoes. So we have the new Brooks. This sun is not helping me. These are the Glycerin Max. And what I'm hoping is that these transition into my Hyrox shoe. They're advertised to be an everyday shoe. So I've only ran in the Nike Alpha Max, the Nike Alpha Fly 2s. So they're carbon plated, they're super loud, they're super light, and they're just not an everyday shoe. Whereas I think with this, although it has a very big midsole, I think it's a 6mm drop, if I remember correctly. So firstly, they're white. I've always wanted white. I prefer white trainers. White running shoes, I just think like, this may just be me, and it probably is because I've got a weird brain, but when I'm running, if I've got dark shoes on, and especially if it's like slightly darker, then I find it difficult to sort of get in rhythm and subconsciously see my feet, like in my peripheral. Whereas if I've got white trainers, I feel like I can get the rhythm going a little bit easier. That's probably complete BS, but I do prefer white trainers visually as well. They just look a lot nicer. Anyway, they hopefully will transition into my Hyrox shoes. This is what I'm going to run my race in. Do you call a Hyrox a race? I guess so. But I think that with burpee broad jumps, they should be pretty stable. Then obviously good to go straight back into the run. And then with the likes of wall balls, they're not like crazy, like they're super balanced. So you're not like in the alphas where you sort of, if you're trying to walk in them, that almost feels like they're pushing you forward whilst you're just walking. So you could probably just wear these as a everyday shoe if you're on your feet all day long for your job. If you're like a security guard or something, you just get the black pair and you'd probably be able to stay on your feet all day. So yeah, I've ran a couple of Ks in these. I've done about 10 miles. So far, very happy with these. The only thing that I have done is I've locked the laces, which just give me a bit more security around my midsole so my feet don't move. But these are super spacious in the toes, really nice toe push off. Again, with the midsole, super shock absorbing. So yeah, don't have any knee pain so far. So fingers crossed, runner's knee is not coming back. But yeah, there we have it. Brooks. First pair of Brooks as well. They just look great, don't they? I think all the colorways look nice. And I picked these up off Vinted, which is quite handy. So these are a 9. Yeah. I'm going to take them out today, and yeah, you'll be able to see what they're like with the running. Don't really know what else to say about them. That's not a shoe review channel, so more of just what I'm buying and what I'm wearing for my Hyrox race and what I'm going to be running in. I'm going to make these my everyday shoe, and then for faster races, if I'm maybe going to the track, I'll still take my Nikes. I think it's good to have a couple of pair of running shoes. Yeah, the track I think will benefit with the Nikes. Purchase number 2 is a new bike. As you can tell, well, whether you can tell or not, I'm not sure, but it is a carbon fiber bike. Or you just think I'm really strong and I can lift bikes up like that. So, my new bike, changed the handlebar yesterday. So first time of doing it, I just sort of used my common sense really. Yeah, took all this off, retaped. But yeah, this handlebar is carbon fiber. And yeah, it's just a bit wider here. So when I want to lean forward, I can lean my forearms comfortably on here. I put some tape a little bit too far, but that had the text here, and I didn't quite like the fact that the text was cut off. It wasn't going down well with my OCD. And I just need to reduce this. I kind of like that it's a bit extended, but yeah, I'm going to cut this down over the weekend. So yeah, this is the carbon fiber frame, the original seat as well, same brand. And there's also the same brand for the handlebar. So all the way back to the OG for the frame. And yeah, Continental road tyres. But what I will say is I know nothing about biking. So although my granddad had a bike shop and he was, I guess, a bike mechanic or an original car mechanic and then converted into bike mechanics. So I've been pretty lucky that I've been in and around bikes pretty much all of my life, right up until my granddad passed. So it kind of feels like the circles come back. Like, it feels cool that I've got a bit of a bike bug. And I'm excited to put this to the test because, yeah, got this for a bit of a steal. It's got a 105 speeder, which is, I think, like a 12-speed gearbox, whatever you want to call it, gears. I just still need to get like a speedo so I can see my speed. But let me tell you why I bought it. So we have, in 4 weeks, or roughly 4 weeks, as I've said, the CrossFit competition, and then the weekend after, I've got a Hyrox competition, and then I kind of feel like I need a new challenge. So, with that being said, I want to venture into the Ironman space. Now, that is going to be a big jump, but look, I want to try it. I want to try something new. Yeah, and just see what my body is capable of. I used to love swimming, and when we were living in Australia, pretty much every week we'd be at the swimming pool. So I've done a K here and 2K there, so I've not really been in the water too much, but hopefully that comes back quite naturally. So yeah, I'm going to get the bike out a lot more, try and at least ride once a week, and then just clock up those Ks as much as I can. And luckily I've got some friends that already have some road bikes, so I'm going to really jump on their experience and yeah, jump on some of their routes, go out with those guys, learn about it a bit more. There is in fact a sprint Ironman happening this weekend in Great Yarmouth, so I may go down and check that out as well. And yeah, just excited to get into that space. Start with a half Ironman, I think, and then possibly a triathlon, and then an Ironman. But a friend of mine has dropped and planted a lovely seed in my head. Firstly, I love Mallorca, I love Spain. It is our go-to destination when we go away on holiday. We have been there so much, and there's so much to explore about that island. So they do an Ironman in April. I think he said April. So April next year, Mallorca, come on. Firstly, Emily can come because she gets a holiday for it. Secondly, you're in Mallorca, the roads look beautiful. So yeah, excited to take this bike out and learn more about biking. And then the running hopefully will just come naturally, the more I clock up those Ks. But I was saying to my barber today, it's difficult to get out of the mindset of chasing a 5k PB, because you see all these 5k PBs at like 17, 18 minutes. But when you're running long distance, that 5k is super, super irrelevant. Like, you just have to sustain running, like, I'd say 6-minute Ks for 30k. Like, that in itself is such a big difference in just running a quick 5-minute K for 25 minutes. Even that in itself is bloody fast, running 5k in 25 minutes. So yeah, again, running space, excited to see what my body can take with that as well, because also my running background is really just running on a football pitch, where I did clock, 10k probably per match, but it's short sprints, and at 30, 40, 50 yards, stop, rest. And I was a striker, so lazy, basically. Yeah, cool. Anyway, let's crack on with the rest of the day. You've seen my 2 purchases. Over the next couple of episodes, you'll probably see a lot more of the bike. So yeah, let's see what I've got in the tank. Quick fit check. St. Virgo Barbell Club t-shirt, oversized, a crew colour, nice and baggy up top. And then we have new product alert. Ding, 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 ding. Black camo St. Virgo running tights, running leggings, whatever you want to call them. Nice little pocket here for my phone. Nice adjustable drawstrings, nice and tight. And then just some plain white running socks. My new Glycerin Max Brooks, which are going to be my Hyrox shoe, and then obviously my running shoe as well, my everyday running shoe. And now let's run to CrossFit for a Hyrox workout, erg progression, and then run back. Let's go. Forgot I needed extra pockets for when I got there, but tell me you've just bought a bike without telling me you just bought a bike. Do people still say that anymore? Jesus Christ, what is this, 2024? This is a bike brand for anyone that doesn't know.
Are you ready? Let it bounce.
average over 5,000, 2 minutes and 7 seconds over 5k. So that's okay for the first round. A little chat for the way home. We're now running home. Crossfit was good. Stuck on the Ski-erg the whole time. 500 meters, average 2 minutes and 7 seconds, so not necessarily very fast, but first time doing Ski-erg progression, so pretty fun. Plus I ran beforehand, so yeah, on the way back now. We'll see how the samples look, because we've just had a delivery of some new St. Virgo stocks, so let's get those out and see what that's like. Good morning. You are looking at our new hoodies. These are the sport hoodies, a better silhouette, more boxy. So they sit just right on your hips where you can have like a t-shirt showing underneath for that sort of oversized look. As you can see, oversized cuffs, but nice and tight cuffs so they don't look like it's not your hoodie. A better dropped shoulder, stitch difference so it doesn't stick out, just for that perfect oversized crop look. And yeah, the oversized print on the front, a better hood as well that sort of sits a lot nicer and just stays up. And we've got some t-shirts as well, but I won't show you those. I'm just hyped for this new hoodie. It's coming in a grey as well, but black with the washed black, faded black trackies, or joggers, whatever you want to call them, and then a nice oversized t-shirt underneath. I think this is a really cool sort of perfect London spring look. Chuck on a little gilet and then you're good to go. Grab yourself a little coffee, put some sunglasses on, and you'll be vibing out. Anyway, it is actually the next day. I know I said that it was going to be a day in the life, but I guess it's more of a weekend in the life. But this morning we've done some more housework stuff, so the house is almost completely finished. Just the final touches really. So we've got the hallway floor laid, the bathroom's practically finished. We just need to refit a shower, but that's hopefully a pretty quick job. But I'm just going to go on a bike ride. As you know, I bought a new bike. This isn't going to be for anything specific. So got a 10k run tomorrow, which I'll probably put on a different vlog anyway, which is a bit of preparation for the Hyrox. And then yeah, a bike ride today, just more for the vibes. The sun's out. I might try and pop to the local bike shop as well, just to try and get a few, I don't know, maybe adjustments to maybe where my saddle is and yeah, the bike itself, see what sort of stuff they've got in the shop as well. Yeah, so just for the vibes, I'm gonna go chuck a new t-shirt on and then maybe chuck some content in there for the bike as well. And I'm gonna drink this and go. is windy. $12K pit stop, but it is windy. I'm tempted to go back the same way that I came, so I don't have to bike in the wind anymore, but this route does look very appealing. It's just very windy. I turned around, I couldn't bike in the wind anymore, so I'm going back the same route, 12K, and this means I get home twice as fast. Look at this. Beautiful. That spring air. How lovely. Perfect.